Every student that comes to Fairfield University has grown up in a completely new technology age. You know, every single one of them has a smartphone, or almost everyone. They've grown up using computers. You know, they're not exposed to anything like a VHS or even DVDs sometimes. They don't even own them anymore. It's all on their computer. It's all in the palm of their hand in any type of device that they bring to campus.
But I tend to think that from the student side, this is just a natural progression. What it meant to bring paper and a pencil to a classroom 20 years ago is just now transitioned into bringing an electronic device. So I don't necessarily think they see this as any great transition or this is a new, different time in terms of academia.
Right.
From our side, absolutely. From their side, it's just the next thing that you use.
Yes. We have a cart which is off camera with 5 Apple Mac laptops in it, so that if a student forgets their laptop or perhaps doesn't have one, spilled Coke on the keyboard, they take one out of the cart, right? And they just bring it to class. I say, you know, Wednesday is laptop day, and they bring their laptops to class. The great benefit of that is they do their work on their own computer. They don't have to send it to themselves or anything else. They've done their work on their own machine, and it works great.
I taught a class myself last summer. It was an advanced graduate class. And I used discussion boards for the first time. Now I know we can have other tools for discussion boards, but I used Blackboard. And the students were required to answer an inquiry that I had posted on a discussion board and then respond to at least one other student's posts. And what I found is that outside of the class, they were responding to each other on the discussion board. And then when we came into class discussions, the students were more often talking to each other than I had seen in the past. And I really attributed that to the use of the discussion board, that they got used to, through technology, talking to each other instead of just talking to me. And then I saw that directly translate into the classroom, where they were talking to each other in the classroom more. That helped them engage the material more and engage their own learning more. So that's just one way in which technology made a change in even what I'm doing in my classroom that helped push student learning.
I think as technology changes every day, we'll have to continue to change within the department and the way we support what technology comes on campus. Students are bringing different devices on every day that we need to familiarize ourselves with. Something like the desktop computer will eventually be obsolete. You know, it'll be in the same group as a VHS. And the students will be bringing their own devices that they're comfortable using, and that's what they'll want to be using, whether it's in the classroom or in the dorm. And we need to be able to make the resources available to the students, most likely in a virtual situation, a virtual classroom, probably hosted on servers to give them opportunity to get to the resources they need to use to learn, but using their equipment. You know, they choose their own equipment, same with professors.
Yeah.
They'll be able to choose what they want to use, and we just have to make it work with the resources that we provide.
We do realize, in order to speak to the needs of the marketplace, at both the undergrad and grad, mind you, to create more flexibility for the student and more convenience for the student, we need to have a variety of formats for some of our classes. And so one of the things that I think, again, as a result of Blackboard and the Blackboard Collaborate structure that's now in place, one of the things that we'll be able to do is we'll be able to give our faculty the opportunity to create these hybrid and fully online courses, again, as a way to create convenience and flexibility for the students.
More and more, I think students need to know how to use technology to solve problems with information that is easily accessible to them.
So there's always new possibilities, and that's what I look for.